Okay, this is a continuation of my my video from up the hill at the Continental Divide view. There's Highland Rescue back there. Let me swing this around again. This is also got a significant place for me. Honestly, the reason that I moved up here was because of this ambulance agency. I cannot say enough good things about this place and these guys. I'm kind of bummed with how things ended for me, but it was kind of out of all of our control. When I first went to Costa Rica, the plan was that, I would bounce back and forth. So I just took a leave of absence, but then, I didn't end up feeling comfortable coming back for like a year and a half. So by the time, that had rolled around and everything, obviously I wasn't picking up any shifts, and I kind of got unceremoniously resigned. Now, I want to say I was with Highland for like 14 years or something. I don't care about that. It's still the memories that I have from this place. I just can't say enough good things about Highland Rescue. And this team has grown, and I believe it's one of the last volunteer EMS agencies in the frickin' country. And they set the bar. Honestly, I don't know why there aren't more. I don't know why people don't do, more like volunteer civil service. I loved being an EMT, and I felt like, once I figured out how to make some money doing other stuff, I was like, I'll do it for free. I don't care. I got so much satisfaction out of helping people that, I wanted to do it for free. And you would think there'd be more places that would take advantage of that, and I think it builds incredible character for young people. And look, I'm getting all fucking worked up, but the reality is that this was a great team, and this building has just morphed. When I first started here, it was to here. It was like just this tiny little chunk right here, and they've added all of this as a classroom down here and a whole nother bay over there, and it's 3 full ambulance bays, quarters back there, classrooms. It is an impressive station. So yeah, I just figured I'd stop and take a little video here, because this was a really important part of my life for a long time, and it was when I was up here on a call. Oh, by the way, that was the vet clinic that I took Dude and Babe to, and Lexi, and super nice doctor there. I'm blanking on his name, but he was just awesome. Helped me with all the paperwork, coordinating getting the dogs down to Costa Rica, which was a huge pain in the ass. This is a Buffalo building that has always had like vacancy. I think their rent must be crazy, but there's never been like full-time big tenants in there or anything. But anyway, where was I? I was rambling about Highland Rescue and being up here. It was when I was up here actually that we were on a call, and with my awesome partner Ron Quaife. This was freaking 15 something years ago, and I actually took a wrong turn. It was like twilight, and I couldn't see where I was going on one of these little mountain roads. And as I was turning around, I saw this little faded for sale sign, for sale by owner. It kind of made a mental note. And I think it was actually like 2 weeks later, Ron and I drove back over there when, we were between calls, and it turned out to be this amazing little cabin that I ended up living in for the next like 10 years or so before I moved to Costa Rica. I'm debating driving over there. Honestly, I don't really want to. I know the whole neighborhood has changed. There used to be like a beautiful park that was behind my property. Imagine if your house was here and you're looking down into this beautiful valley right here. And it was owned by a religious group, and they didn't use it that much, but it was this beautiful open piece of land, and they sold it. And even though there are all these water issues and whatnot, money talks, right? And they ended up by putting 6 houses in there. So imagine, this starts out as your backyard in the mountains, feeling nice and tranquil. Okay, minus this busy road. This is pretty busy. Lookout Mountain Road here. And now suddenly there's 6 houses. So, honestly, it's a beautiful memory for me. But I don't need to go up there. But you know what? I thought I'd just take a moment to share my thoughts over here about Highland Rescue, because, that place right there, and, EMS in general, major components to everything that I feel like I've become as a human being. Just fantastic people working there, fantastic people. I got really lucky in EMS. When I first started, I worked for this little company called Pridemark that was just, and I only learned this from the seniors that were there who knew better, who'd worked for other places, but it's just this amazing agency to work for, and it grew and grew and grew in the Denver area, grew into a Boulder division, and ultimately my path took me in a different direction, into doing the CPR and first aid thing. But it really left me with a love for EMS, I guess, for lack of any better description. And I guess that's pretty honest. And I was like, yeah, I'll volunteer. And, I was teaching CPR and all of that for the longest time too. I mean, that was my classroom right there. I mean, they let me teach classes there all the time. And I mean, seriously, Highland Rescue, I owe all those guys a debt of gratitude. They helped me grow my business. I helped them by keeping all their guys certified and everything. And man, I just love teaching and being involved in EMS. I think it's one of the reasons why I still really want to stay involved with the clinic, in Costa Rica. It's like learning IVs, IV therapy. That IVs were fun. That was always like a badge of honor in EMS. Can you start an IV in somebody's toe in the back of a moving ambulance, code 3 to the hospital. So, I still really hope that my life will continue to include that, and I'll continue to be able to do the IV therapy and stuff at the clinic. But it's like agencies like this, I absolutely never would have been able to build those skills and that confidence with patient care. God damn it, I've had this like up in the air the whole time. Anyway, I hope you'll be able to see it. Glare, so I wasn't really looking at the screen that much. So, rambling. Thank you, Highland Rescue, for everything you did in my life. And to be continued. See ya.